Hello and welcome everyone. Today again we are doing one ISC topic, which is the Birches. I got a lot of requests for Birches, which is there for 2022 to 23 exam. I'm Reshmi Mukherjee. You know, in my channel you get videos of ISC, ICSC, CBSC English topics only, and from Monday to Friday you get it at 6 p.m. So stay tuned, and Birches, of course, follow it. It's a very beautiful poem. Even if you are not an ISC student, follow it. You will love it. Okay, with all the pictures that is attached there. Wonderful experience. Alright, so today we are going to do Birches by Robert Frost. It is also there in 2022-23 exam. So let's begin. When I see birches bent to left and right across the lines of straighter, darker trees, I like to think some boys been swinging. It is a very simple poem. Just understand with the help of these pictures. Very relevant pictures. I can tell you that if you follow them, it will be very, very easy. When I see birches are trees which are very tall, and they have white stem, white trunk, okay, completely white trunk. So he says that when I see in the forest, when you see a birch tree, how will you see every tree, over there have dark trunks, but this birch tree has white trunk. All the birch trees have white trunk. So among those darker, straighter trees, there are certain birches also that I find which are completely white trunked, and they are somewhat bent. Why they are bent? Because they are softer, no? They are not as hard as the other trunks of other trees. So they are softer, so they bent. I like to think some boys been swinging them. So I often try to think, I want to run away from reality. So I want to think that some boy is swinging, holding on to the branch. But swinging doesn't bend them down to stay as ice storms too. But the reality is, this is not a boy bending the trees, because that will be a temporary bend. The boy maybe has climbed up and now he is hanging from the top, so it has become like this. But that is not the reality. This is the imagination. Reality is, this is done, this bend has happened because of the ice storms. After a stormy night, storm and rain, what will happen in cold areas? These will change into ice. So it will become hard and will not melt. They will have harsh winter in UK, US. So they will be so harsh that these ice particles will not melt. So it will bend the tree permanently. It is not like a boy swinging them and hanging from them, that as soon as the boy jumps down, the tree will be straight. No, these are ice storms. For months staying like this, because for months the ice will not melt. So they will also stay like this, and once in the summer months the ice melts, because इतने दिनों से ऐसे बन के रहे हैं, तो ये straight नहीं हो पाते. They will never be straight. Often you must have seen them loaded with ice a sunny winter morning after a rain. The second picture below it, you see, after a long, after a sunny winter morning, you may see them, in this kind of a state. They click upon themselves, so they have ice particles, so they are now moving with the wind and they hit each other, and what happens? They turn many colored as the stir cracks and grazes their enemies. So the twigs, they all have ice particles in them, hanging from them. So they, hit one another, and there happens to be cracks, and with the sun, they become like prism, no? So they shine, they become many colored like rainbow, as you see when you see through a prism. So grazes their enamel. The top layer is a little bit cracked, and then when they hit each other, the top layer cracks, and then it becomes like a prism, and then it becomes many colored, okay, like a rainbow. I hope this much is clear. So from this picture again, you get an idea that imagination is that this is a boy swinging from the tree, and the reality is that this is a permanent damage done by the ice storms, and this is never going to be right again. This is another picture of what happens when when the water droplets on the tree turns into ice. They become hard, and they bend the tree permanently. Next. Soon the sun's warmth makes them shed crystal shells. Now when summer comes, what will happen? These crystals, these ice particles, they will fall from the tops of the trees. And what will happen? Shattering and avalanching on the snow. So all of the snow from the top, it will fall down. Avalanching. Have you seen an avalanche in the mountains? They have all the snow particles coming down fast. So they will fall down during summer. All of that snow will fall down. and there will be a heap of snow created under the bottom of the tree, near the bottom of the tree, just like this picture. You would think the inner dome of heaven had fallen. It is so beautiful that it seems it is like the dome of heaven, such beautiful, such white, such pure. They are dragged to the withered bracken by the load. So it covers where the shrubs below the trees. This is a forest. No, there are shrubs also below the trees. So all that ice have covered those shrubs by the load, and they seem not to break, though once they are bound. So they means the birches. They don't break. No, even when the snow falls off after winter, they cannot break. All that heavy weight does not break the tree. It stays bent, but it never breaks. It stays bowed forever, so low for long. For such a long time, it stayed like this whole winter month. ऐसे ही रहते. इसीलिए they cannot become straight again. They never right themselves, but they don't break also. That means you will suffer. What is the real? Why is he writing such a poem? He says that you see in your life, through your life, as you experience certain things, you will see it becomes a little difficult at times. You suffer a lot, you change, you mold yourself, but you should not break. You should be like the birch. Whatever happens, whatever tries to bend you down, stay low, but don't break. Continue your life. Life is all about living, how you fight the battle. Next. You may see their trunks arching in the woods. So you may even see the trunks of the trees, trunks of the birches, arching. That means they are in this state, in the forest, just like the picture below. And what are they compared to? They are compared to women, years after, trailing their leaves on the ground. Oh, see, when summer comes again, they will have leaves. So now what has happened? Now the tree is bent like this and the leaves are here. So they are like hairs, when women dry their hair, full hair in front. And the hair is lying in front, just like this picture. So the hair is trailing on the ground. When the women try to dry the hair in the sun, they will put the hair in front and dry it. I'm not doing it because I will look like that Manjulika, the video that I posted. If you haven't seen, I will put the link on top. They are my students who decided that after their ISC exam, board exam, they will make a video, and they made it. There is a ghost movie actually, so you can see it. I'll attach the link. So the hair, bringing that in front and drying in the sun, is compared to the leaves growing on the bent birch tree. So they are like the hairs. Like girls on hands and knees that throw their hair before them over their heads to dry in the sun. So just this compared to it is a simile compared to women trying to dry their hair. Next page. But I was going to say when truth broke in. So I was just going to say what? That I should prefer to have some boy bent there, the third line. So I wanted to, believe in that imagined thought. That I just hoped that there was a child who was swinging down the birch tree and that is why the bent happened. But the truth broke in. What is the truth? With all her matter of fact about the ice storm. I wanted to believe that it was a boy and it was a temporary damage. But the reality is it is a permanent damage and it is done by the ice storm. As he went out and in to fetch the cows, some boy too far from town to learn baseball, whose only play was what he found himself, summer or winter, and could play alone. I wanted to believe that this is done by a boy. Maybe the boy had come here as a shepherd boy with his cows or other animals, other cattle, and he had no friends to play around. So maybe he was just playing this game. He was climbing the tree and hanging from the birch and pulling that top portion down. That was the game. I wanted to believe that. He did not have any company. He did not have friends to play baseball or anything. So he played this game. I wanted to believe that. That was the imagination. The reality is, it is done by the ice storm. And it is a permanent damage. So here is what we will do today. And all this portion, the first page of Birches is done. I guess this is very easy. We will not make it a long video and let us keep it short. The thing that I've already told you, you can enroll your class for till the August month, and these are your whatever you want to choose from here. You have to mail me to reshmimukherjee24@gmail.com, and your classes will be carried out in Gmeet or Zoom call. And if you have doubts, you have separate amount of time is also different. So you write to me in the mail with your name and board and class and mention which one you want. Many of you are going well about it, and I guess it is clear by now. So from next video, I will try not to keep it. And that's all. So yes, we will meet in the next video, but don't forget to like, subscribe and share, because that gives me immense amount of peace. I'm waiting when I'll change to, when I will take my channel to, take our channel to 100k. Okay, so let's hope that that day comes soon and I can post many videos for you. Thank you so much. Hope to meet in the next video where you will get the rest of Birches here. Okay, bye.